What's happening, people? What's happening? How's it going, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo. Just wanted to show up here. Very quick. Man, I've been a little busier than usual lately. So I want to say hi to everybody. I don't think I've seen you maybe in a couple of days or so. Maybe a day or two you haven't seen me. I haven't seen you. I've been very busy lately. I've been working on a lot of projects, lots of commissions, and just busy. And so I want to say hi to people here. I want to talk to you really quick here about finding inspiration. Good problem to have. What's happening, Jay? That is always a good problem. It's always a good problem. I'm willing to miss some sleep over this type of problem. What's up, beautiful people? So I'm gonna be changing my strategy on lives and that type of deal, and you guys will see. I'm gonna be implementing more of the Gary Vee type of strategy, where I'm gonna be doing only one live a day, and then we're gonna break it down from there. We're gonna break down all of my content from there, either one live or one YouTube video, and then we're gonna break it down. And because time more and more time is crunching me, so I gotta get a little smarter about my lives and all of this stuff. So here, let's do a really quick thing here. I want to talk to you guys about. I got my little whiteboard here. Ooh la la! I want to talk to you guys about inspiration, guys. I know it's I don't know if you guys can. I think it's flipped, but it doesn't matter. It makes me feel cool when I write this stuff. So inspiration. How to find inspiration if you're an artist. I know lots of artists have a problem with this. By the way, this is not just about finding inspiration in terms of creating artwork. This is inspiration in terms of anything and everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Inspiration is inspiration. So it doesn't matter if I'm talking about inspiration in terms of creating artwork or having new ideas for your art career. Finding that inspiration to go into different settings, into different places. What do I mean by this? Maybe you want to get a gallery show. Maybe you want to sell online. Maybe you're trying to get a commission and you don't feel inspired because you think you have to have that spark, and so you don't feel inspired. I'm going to show you really quick here. I'm going to share with you my 3 steps to inspiration very quick. Okay. And I'm gonna go into them a little bit because I've shared them in other places. I think I've shared them also here on Instagram, as well as YouTube and other social media platforms. But inspiration is one of those things that we've been made to believe that it comes to you out of the blue, just out of nowhere. It's just there's this spark, and certainly sometimes it feels that way, but it's got to do more with your motion. Okay, inspiration has a lot to do with motion, as opposed to it's a thing that doesn't necessarily come from inside out, although it looks that way. It's almost always, for me anyways, something that I have to trigger outside, and then it goes inside, right? But I have to trigger outside, and then it goes inside, and then I start shooting out. So yes, it does come from inside, but how do you get it to move? Well, what I do is that I create motion. I create this type of motion, almost like I think of myself as a plant, as a power plant, right? Power plants or a generator. That's how I see myself. That's how I think of myself, as a power plant or as a generator. If I am not moving, if I'm not putting motion into it, the electricity is not going to be created, right? They create like a power plant or like a generator. I think it's easier to think of it as a generator, at least for me. I don't know for you tech heads out there, for the people that know about power plants and shit like that. But I think of it as a generator in a very simple way. Okay, there's a motor in there. There's a motor. That motor needs to be working for electricity for it to create electricity. If that motor is not working, there is no electricity. That's how generators work. The motor needs to be working. What a lot of us do is that we wait for electricity to be created. I don't know what you're going through in your life. You may be going through a situation where you feel like you're not getting enough exposure, maybe in your career, or you're in a situation where you feel like you're not selling enough commissions, or you're not selling enough artwork, or you're not getting enough momentum on social media, on Instagram, whatever, Facebook, it doesn't matter where it is. If you feel like there's not enough things happening and there's very little inspiration, it's because it's outside first. It comes from outside. The motor needs to be cranking, and then it goes inside. It starts creating that electricity, and then boom, baby, you can redirect it anywhere you want. So, anyways, that's how I see inspiration. Okay. Now, what do? I have 3 steps for that. Okay, I have 3 steps. 3 steps to generating that inspiration. Step number 1. Do anything. This applies to painting. This applies to marketing. This applies to selling. Okay? If you have artwork and you think that you have to go create new artwork in order for you to sell it, you are flipping wrong. There's something not quite right there. Go get a piece of artwork that you have that's been sitting there for a year, 2 years, 3. You don't have to go create something new. Go and offer it to the marketplace. Go put it on Facebook. Go put it on Instagram. It doesn't matter. Repeat it. If you put it last month, put it on again. It doesn't matter. Okay? If you're having one of those moments where you feel like you're not inspired to paint anything. It doesn't matter what you paint. Trust me, it does not matter. What matters, the most thing that matters here is consistency. That's the most important thing. Most people don't get that. The most important thing is consistency. You have to be able to do it day in, day out, which brings us to the second part of this. Okay? You got to be consistent daily. Okay? You got to do it daily. It doesn't matter what it is. You're trying to show your work and you're trying to get a gallery show, do it daily. Don't do it every now and then. Do it a little bit, but do it daily. Do it a lot, but do it daily. It doesn't matter. The most important thing about doing it daily. Okay, so these are pillars actually, not so much as steps, but pillars. But I call it 3 steps. The third one, do a lot of it. Do a lot of it. I call it as much as possible. Right? So what do I mean by this? Maybe this is why it's not so much steps. Maybe the third one should be the second one. So do anything, do it for a long period of time, and then repeat the event next day. And repeat it and repeat it. So if it was going to be steps, probably I would switch that. But it doesn't matter. I call it steps because people are like, oh, tell me your steps, Jose. It's more like pillars. I want these 3 things to be standing like pillars. Do anything, be consistent, and do as much as possible of it. Why? Because it ain't going to work if you don't do it like that. Honestly, it's just not going to work. I've never met anyone who is super successful or successful in what they're doing, who are thinking about what they're doing or overthinking about what they're doing. It just doesn't work that way. Here's the reason why. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break each one of those down, okay? Hopefully I'm able to touch some hearts today. Here's the reason why. Three steps or pillars, okay? The first one is do anything. You know why? Why it doesn't matter? Because you're going to have to do it 365 days of the year. That's why it doesn't matter what you do. If you do a shitty job today, so what? If you do a shitty job tomorrow, so what? You're going to have to do it, right? You're going to do it anyways. So might as well stop nitpicking and going around the bush and do anything. This is why anything is more important than sitting there and scratching your head and being like, oh man, I need a haircut. Oh man, I need to get this thing right. No, you don't need to get it right. You need to get it fucking moving. You need to get it going, not get it right. Okay? A little tough love right there. So do anything. Why? Because it doesn't matter. You're going to repeat it again. And then the second one is be consistent, right? Daily. Why do it daily? Why do it late? The reason why you're doing it daily is because because you're doing anything. Even if you were to do something super perfect, if you're not doing it daily, it's not going to work. And vice versa. Even if you are like, oh no, hold on, I'm going to wait till I do the right painting, or till I make the right call, or I make the right action, right? And you're waiting and you're waiting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you do something so amazing where you get 100,000 likes on your Facebook or your Instagram post. It doesn't matter. Why? Because you need to repeat it again the next day. Are you going to be that genius that every time you post something, everybody goes on their knees and starts saying, oh my God, you're the greatest? Of course not, right? Of course not. You're going to have shitty moments. You're going to have shitty days. You're going to have shitty artwork. You're going to have shitty phone calls, shitty emails. And so might as well start getting used to it, because it's in the doing that it starts polishing. That's when you're going to start polishing it. So the third step is do a lot of it. Why? Not only because this is backed up by a study, right? The more prolific you are, the better chances you have. It's like I think Babe Ruth was the one who said that. People were asking him, "Oh my God, the great Bambino," or I think that's what they called him. What's your secret? And he answered like, "I don't know. I just bat, right? I'm not thinking about home runs. I'm not thinking about I just bat." That's all he's doing. He's just batting. He just got really good at batting. Why? Because he did it a lot. Anything that you do a lot, you're gonna start getting good at it. Even if you're sloppy in the beginning, you might be sloppy. You might be doing all kinds of crazy shit that just it doesn't stick on the wall. Maybe you're creating artwork and people say, "Oh, I like it," but when it's time to buy it, they're really like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm not ready." Maybe you have the right or the wrong pricing. It doesn't matter. You may be sloppy. I've been sloppy for like, I don't know, maybe 9 years of my professional career. My professional career as a full-time artist. I've been a full-time artist for 10 years. I've been probably sloppy like a good nine years and I don't know, 11 months. I've been very sloppy. I've been thinking that I'm not, right? But looking back, I'm like, oh shit, that was sloppy. But what saves me is that I stay consistent with this. I do anything, I do it consistently, I do it daily, and I do a lot of it. So what do I mean by a lot of it? Quantity of it, okay? Quantity of it. It doesn't matter if you're trying to be super fast and this and that, and you're trying to, I don't know, create a lot of buzz and whatnot. If you don't sustain it, it's not gonna matter. You need to be able to sustain it, okay? Like a machine, one after another, because that's what's gonna start polishing your pitch. It's gonna start if you're trying to sell artwork, that'll polish your pitch. If you're trying to paint, that'll polish your artwork. If you're trying to get a gallery show and you're sending out emails or you're trying to talk to people, again, the pitch, right? The pitch, you're selling yourself. If you're trying to get a gallery show, you're selling yourself. You're going to get sloppy. You're going to be sloppy. The first 1,000 phone calls or the first 1,000 visits are going to be sloppy as fuck. Like a gallery is going to look at you and going to be like, son, what the hell's wrong with you? It's sloppy. It's sloppy. It's not put together. It doesn't matter. Keep doing it. Keep being purposeful about it. Keep working on it. Of course, the more you do it, the more you're going to start working on it. Where people tend to go wrong on this thing is that they start doing a lot, right? They do a lot of it. But it's not consistent. So they do a lot in spurts. They're like, oh, I got a weekend, and then they go balls to the wall on the weekend. They market hard on the weekend, or they create a lot of artwork on the weekend or whatnot. And what ends up happening is you have these bursts of energy that never cook. They never cook. Trust me, guys. I've been coaching artists for a while. I see this happen over and over. It never really cooks. What do I mean by it doesn't cook? You don't get to see the other side. You only do enough where you get... Here, let me show you. You only do enough. Imagine as a pipe, right? As a pipe of water that you're trying to get water out of here from the ground. A lot of people, what they do, and the water's down here, right? The water's down here. This is the pipe that goes to the ground. What a lot of people do is that they put a lot of energy in spurts and they only lift the water to ground level. to ground level. They only lift the water to ground level. They do so. In other words, you're only doing the hard shit. Even if you take it up here, but the water doesn't come out here or it doesn't hit here consistently, you're only doing the hard shit. You're doing the before you start doing good stuff, you're gonna do like 99 bad things before you do a good one. Before you make a sale, you're probably gonna contact 99 people. Before you make a good painting, you're probably gonna do 99 bad paintings. Or before you make a good post on Instagram, you're probably gonna do 99 bad ones. This is what I'm talking about. Or 99 before you actually start nailing it. And so what a lot of people do is that they work really hard, but because you do it in spurts, it's not consistent. It's not consistent. You're always doing only the hard shit. It never gets to this point where the water starts coming out. It never gets to that point, if this was my analogy. In other words, right? It's like the iceberg effect. You're only working down here. And you keep doing that, and you keep doing that, but it never shows. It never shows, right? It never shows, whether it's with exhibits, with income, or whatever. And it's because this is 90% of the work. A lot of people don't get this. And they're like, man, I'm doing so much. Yes, you're doing so much because this is 90% of the work. The bullshit is 90% of the work, if not 99. It's 90%, easily 90% of the work. Where you start getting paid, okay, where you start getting paid is when you do this, the shit work consistent. You start doing it consistent, and that's where the juice starts coming out. When you start doing the bad painting, you know, that bad painting that you did, that you're asking yourself, you're questioning whether it's good or not. That post you made on Instagram where you only got, I don't know, 100 likes or 10 likes or only 10 people said something instead of 100 people or whatever. Those posts, that's the hard stuff. That's the hard stuff. You posted 99 paintings on Etsy, and a month later you sold something for like 40 or 50 bucks or 100 bucks or whatever. The 99 ones, or the 30 days that you posted every day, that's what I'm talking about. And so a lot of people do it in pockets only. They only do it in pockets, and so because there's not enough consistency, there's never a payoff. So anyways, I wanted to give you that because I know I coach artists, guys, and this is the thing that I see all the time. This is always the problem. They go really hard and then they stop. They go in market and then they stop, and they're like, I gotta rest. No, it's better to not go as hard, but do it consistently, right? Because what matters most is that you're consistent. That's really what matters most. Let's see. It's not my paintings that I like. It's my painting. Got it. All right. Wait, what's up? What's up, Vic? What's up, Amelia? I'll leave you guys with that. Again, guys, I'm not going to be showing up as usual. Well, I'm more and more. I'm working towards the Gary V content creation. So I'm gonna try to keep it at one video a day, and this is probably it. All right. Peace out, my friends. Stay well and sophisticated. I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. No, DM me. There you go.